Welcome back to Auntie TV. This is Auntie TV, and I'm here to celebrate the one and the only MoNique. Auntie MoNique to many. And what better platform than on Auntie TV? Go Auntie Mo, putting in more than the things that we can see. You said there is more than one side to everything. MoNique, I see you and I salute you. My goal in this video is to help others see you as well. Like the title said, to help people understand who you are and why you are so unique and why you are such a gift, not only to the industry that you've been in, but to our community as a whole, to the Black community. MoNique, you represent that the crux of the Black community, and that is the woman that is compassionate, the woman that is full of love, the woman that is going to check you when you need to be checked. But that checking don't happen unless it comes in love. It's iced and covered in love. No matter how firm you say it, you said it from your heart. You have been consistently you. You've been on this journey fighting the good fight for a very long time, not only on behalf of yourself, but you've trailblazed so that people like Taraji can come up and now speak up, and people are sensitive to hear. And the blessed thing is, though, I will say this, we are now starting to look back and say, wait a minute, MoNique has been saying this. I hope I do a good job and do you good service, MoNique, in this video to help other people see who you really are. You are a rare diamond. You are a beautiful, beautiful Black woman that is strong and courageous. And for that, again, I salute you. People need to understand that in you standing up for yourself and speaking up for yourself doesn't mean that you're hard to work with. Doesn't mean, because in these clips, they're going to see every time you approach in love. And you come to the table to not only sit at the table and feed if that's what's needed, but you're going to sit at the table to bring peace and to bring resolution and to get clarity so that everybody can be on the same page and have understanding. And so it's ironic that the very person who is so misunderstood is the one trying to bring understanding. So with that said, I'm going to roll this next clip. I'll be back after this.
So Tyler Perry says to me, listen, you may really want to consider promoting this film, because if you get nominated for an Oscar award, your next film is $3 to $5 million. And if you win it, your next film is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler, who you talking to? I'm a Black woman. Where do they pay those type of salaries, brother? I said, what I cannot do, Tyler, is work for free. I've done what I was supposed to do. I cannot go overseas and do this for free, Tyler. So then he goes on about his spiel, you know. I said, well, listen, you can write me the check for me to go overseas. I don't care where the money comes from, but I'm not going to do it for free. He says, well, I don't believe in giving money away for free. I said, I don't believe in working for free, so we're on the same page.
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. And then they tell me we don't translate overseas. I'm tired of hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing. I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, like, enough is enough. This industry, if you let it, it'll steal your soul. But I refuse to let that happen.
Now, you've heard from MoNique, and interestingly, now you just heard from Taraji. Now you're getting ready to hear from Viola Davis, who's one of the pioneers, Black actresses. And look at what she's had to deal with as
The
well.
Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the 2 Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all came out of Yale. They came out of Juilliard. They came out of NYU. They had the same path as me, yet I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities.
Miss Viola Davis said enough in her piece just right now. Now I want to take you into Monique's comment in regards to D.L. Hewley, and I want you to pay attention to the first thing she says as she starts off explaining what her issue is, and the key word I'm gonna discuss it after she gets done. There's a key word in this that gives it should illuminate for us to see Monique's heart.
Family is sacred.
It's supposed to be.
And we don't cross the line with family. And people begin to get comfortable to jump on the Monique bandwagon of Monique doing things wrong and she doing this and she doing that. And there's a brother named D.L. Hughley.
Yep.
And until he take accountability, I won't let it go.
So the key word is family. Monique is that auntie. She is looking at this from the perspective of family. And so when we see each other, even if we ain't never met each other, it's that old Southern hospitality when you would go down to Louisiana and those people are out having a good time. Those are my people, my roots. When those people are out having a good time and they've got a house full of food and they see you, you can be a stranger walking down the street and they gonna wave you over to come get some food and join in the festivities, and you will feel like you've been knowing them your whole life because they have that kindredness. Monique has the kindredness and she expects that to come out, and unfortunately she's finding out who is and who isn't of that same spirit. So now we're going to go into the Breakfast Club. Monique is talking to Charlemagne. Watch how Monique enters the room and she addresses everybody in that room with her energy, with her physical touch, and with that love, that auntie love.
Good morning, my loves. Good morning. How you doing?
Let's start with love. Let's start with love. Let's start with love. How are
Good
you?
morning. I'm wonderful. I am wonderful. How you doing, Sister Angela? You good? It's all right to get on up and hold on to me. Good morning, sweetness.
DJ Envy over there.
Hi, my sweetness. I will get around to you, but it's crowded.
Mo is her. Monique is who Monique is. She is consistently her. And so no matter who she is dealing with, she's going to be her. She's going to extend that warmth. She's going to extend that love, no matter what her reasoning is for speaking with you, whether she need to tell you something where you need to be checked or tell you something in love. She's just consistently her. It's a family thing for her. And unfortunately, she's dealing in a situation where she's discovering everybody that's same skin, ain't kin. Now you're going to go into her explaining what her issue is. Her and her husband did the classy thing to go up to that studio, not get on social media and say, see, when you got family matters and family issues, you don't sit up there and do the backbiting, gossip, back talk, and you over here saying this, but you're not going to the source. Monique is a go to the source type woman. And so her and her husband said, you know what? We're going to address this. You put it out on this platform. We're going to come to you in love and address this same situation on your platform so we can get this resolved. Charlemagne, unfortunately, and this is an issue in our community, period. And this is why this channel, AuntieTV, has been put together, because there is a gap in between our generations. There is no way that our younger generations should not be familiar with the thing that Monique is bringing, with that familyship, with her expecting to get respect, not just because, number one, she's an elder. Number two, We are the same community. There should be a family ship. That's how it's always been with us. Even though I know we've had our pockets of division, it's always been a thing of us being able to connect because we have this familiar thing with one another, being of the same community. And that is the spirit that we've always had. Well, we've lost our spirit. We've lost that spirit, that family ship. And that's the issue. But watch how she continues in a classy way, spells it out for him why she's there and what she wants to address and what she is looking to get resolved in love.
Alrighty.
But a while ago, I had to come out and I spoke in reference to Netflix. That we had to I was asking folks to stand with us as we boycott Netflix for gender bias and color bias.
Correct.
And we were fighting for equality. And then I found out that I had become donkey of the day.
Yes.
By Leonard. And I gotta call you by your name, baby, because
Leonard.
Leonard. Okay. Okay, baby. He's getting real special, Leonard. But we're going
No,
Leonard.
it is Leonard.
And then I was called donkey of the day, and it really caught me off guard. Because when I met this brother some years ago, and I always go back to it because I met him in an elevator at Turner Station. And I met a young man that was full of humility and respect. And when I got on that elevator, he actually held the door. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
And I said, "Oh, baby, thank you." And he was just like that. "Yes, ma'am. And Miss Monique, it's a pleasure to meet you." And we had a very beautiful exchange. And I said to that brother, "Tell your mama that she raised you right."
That's a
And
fact.
he said it was my mama and my grandmama.
Yes, ma'am.
So I felt like this was, and still is, a beautiful young brother making his way, but full of humility and respect. Till we fast forward, and I become donkey of the day. So I didn't want to have it to be hearsay. I didn't want to have anybody exchange words that I may have said to him. So my husband and I wanted to come on so we could understand how I got titled donkey of the day.
So I don't know if Charlemagne really got it, the manner or the spirit in which Monique came there, her and her husband, her king, the manner in which they both came to address the situation. I don't know, Charlemagne may get it now, I don't know. But in that moment, again, she came so classy. It's nothing more to add to that. She came in the manner in which she was intending to resolve the situation. Moving into the next slide, another issue. When Monique came out and addressed our community, our babies, about their appearance in public, the bonnets. While some of us got it, there was too many of us that had something negative to say, irregardless of how much she iced what she was presenting in love. She genuinely was trying to come from the heart as a mother, as Medea, as an auntie would in our community. They're going to check you, but they check you in love. It's really about raising you to have a certain pride about yourself and to present yourself the way you want people. If you want people to respect you, you're going to have to present yourself respectfully. And I think what our generation is not understanding is you can have this sense of you're going to do things the way you want to, but the thing you fail to realize, you can take that attitude with those that you may live among and those that you may have a voice with. But when you look at the world, they have no commitment to you. They are not seeking your best interest. They can care less who you are or what your feelings are. Somebody like Monique was trying to tell you something in her addressing your appearance. And again, a lot of young ladies took that negative, and it was disheartening because back in the day, mama and them would snatch you back in the house and tell you, go get something on and put something on, you know better. And you wouldn't backtalk. You'd go in, do what you were told to do. That element of us, and it's just boiling down to icing. It's respect. It's just icing it with respect. So I'm gonna let you hear Monique address, and she did this a while ago, but she was addressing our young black women, our young black girls, about going in public dressed bonnets, slippers, pajamas, etc.
Hey, my sweet babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment, and I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie, and I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie got to talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get them in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is, could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on and you got slippers on and you looking like what the fuck, MoNique gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth.
I don't need to really give much more explanation. She said enough. But I'm hoping you guys are really paying attention to the spirit, the energy, the love, the tone in her voice, her calling you baby. She said that throughout the previous clips. She's always come in a nature of love. And it bewilders me. It's mind boggling how we have become so disoriented as human beings, let alone members of the Black community. And I say it that way because I can't speak for no other community of people. I can only speak for the community I was raised in. And this is who we are. And what's crazy is I'm getting ready to let you hear this next baby speak. And she's not of the Black community, but that baby gets it. Watch this.
I pray to God that this does not come off as offensive to anybody, because I mean this with the utmost love and respect from the bottom of my whole entire heart. But when a Black woman calls me baby, there is so much. What kind of magic are you putting in there? Because that shit hits harder than crack. Every single time, every encounter in my life that I have had with a black woman where she calls me baby, I have never felt more loved and supported in my entire life. I feel almost imprinted on. Like, are you my mother? I will go to the ends of the earth for that woman. Okay, ride or die, because it may have just been a very quick one-time encounter for her, but for me, you don't understand. We're like this. How, call me, beat me if you gotta reach me, because I will do whatever. How can I be of service? Do you need a ride to church? Let me make reparations for my people, because I love you. And I don't know what it is, but goddamn, there's something so special about it. It's magic. I want to have that effect on people. That is beautiful. And I love you. And that's it. I don't know. I've never felt more safe and secure in my life. I love you.
I love that baby back. My goodness, she gets it. She gets it. And on that note, Monique, I salute you again, Queen. I am going to give you and shower you with your flowers. I love you. I haven't even met you, but I just want to say I love you. I love your presence. I love your aura. I love what you represent. I love what you reflect. A good image of us, a good image of our Father who art by the grace in heaven. That love, it's that love, Monique, that makes you so unique and so special. Thank you for standing tall. Thank you for representing. Thank you for being who you are. Salute, Queen.
Wait a minute. Did y'all forget to subscribe? There you go. Now click that notification bell and click all so you don't miss out on any videos that Auntie is going to be uploading. Okay, now go by. You see that thumbs up? Click the like button. And lastly, on your way out, drive by that comment section and drop a comment. See you in the upcoming videos. Love you.
Auntie, go, go, auntie, go, auntie, go. Putting in more than the things we see. I know there's two sides of everything. That's what I cut for you. Ain't no limit to what I does for ya. Generations of our culture opens up. Every day I'm growing and it's going up. Auntie TV, it's